Hello and welcome to Ms. Shaw's Math Learning Videos. This is the week of September 21st to the 25th, and today's video is for Monday. We are going to continue on working with numbers 1 through 10. So we have the same vocabulary: digit, any number, 0 to 9, numeral, a symbol to show a number, compare, when a number is greater than, less than, or equal to another number. Greater than means bigger or more than. Less than means smaller than. And equal has the same value. We're going to continue on with the same Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills as we've been working with, counting forward and backward to at least 20 with and without objects. Read, write, and represent whole numbers from 0 to at least 20 with and without objects or pictures. Counting a set of objects and demonstrating that the last number tells the number of objects in the set regardless of their arrangement or order. Recognizing instantly the quantity of small group of objects and organized in random arrangements, and generating a set using concrete and pictorial models that represent a number more than, less than, and equal to a given number up to 20. For this week, we are only working with numbers 1 through 10. This is where your math learning video links will be, inside the slideshow. Obviously, tomorrow's will have Mondays. So we're going to continue on with subitizing, which is great practice. Subitizing a little each day, judging the number of objects in a group rapidly, accurately, and confidently without counting them one by one. So here's some more videos where you can practice. As you look through these, think of what did you see? How much did you see? Try and look at the objects and say the number without counting. That's when you subitize. For example, that would be 3. So, the faster you get with recognizing those quantities without having to point to each one and count, the better you're going to do with subitizing. So for activity 1, which is our activity we're doing for Monday, your objective is to be able to identify and generate sets using concrete and pictorial models up to 10 by using a 10 frame. So we also need to get familiar with practicing counting on a number line. This is what is known as a number line. This one starts at 0 and it ends at 20. So when you're looking at a number line, you always move in math from left to right. So anytime in math when we start on the left and we move to the right. So you should practice counting through 20 on a number line. And we will practice that tomorrow in our Google Meets in the morning. Your assignment for today is to represent quantities in organized arrangements. These are what are known as 5 frames, half of a 10 frame. We worked with the 10 frame and 5 frames last week, so you should be familiar with this. These are all in your Origo math book. But remember, we do not have our math books right now. It's okay. I've seen great job that you guys have done working with things on paper. So all you're going to do, and this one is actually interactive, is you're going to move the counters to match the counters on the 5 frame. Now, if it is a number bigger or greater than 5, you are obviously going to fill up your 5 frame. And I had to go off of present mode so that I can show you. So for the number 6, you're going to drag and drop. Remember, you have to be in this mode You cannot be in present mode, and even Ms. Shaw forgot, in order to do the interactive. So you're going to drag the counters to fill up your 5 frame, 4 and 5, but we are not finished yet because we are making the number 6. So I've already done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I need to add an extra counter because I need to make the number 6. So you're going to fill up your 5 frame first with counters and then add counters to match this number. The reason we added an extra counter is because our number is 6, which is one more than 5. And you are going to do the same for the numbers 5, 8, 4, 9, and 7. So, on your own, your job to show that you have done the math work for today, you can either show me a shot or turn in something that shows that you have done this interactively and the next following slides, or if you're not able to do that, draw a 5 frame on a piece of paper and write the number below it and show your work on a piece of paper. Whatever works for you best is what I want you to do. So that's how we do the first part of the thing and assignment. And the next one is you're going to build on the tens frame. You're going to look at the number here. That's how many bears you're going to put on the 10 frame. So once again, you have to be in this type of mode. You cannot be in present mode where it shows you the whole screen like this. If it's in the big screen, it will not let you move anything. So you're going to look at the directions, build 1 on the tens frame. So you're going to take one of your bears and you're going to put 1 on the 10 frame. In math, we fill up the first row of 5 before we start on the second row of 5. Okay, so for example, if you put your bear here, that is still correct. That is 1 on a 10 frame. But in math, it's better to keep things the way that math works is that you start from the left, which is this side, and you fill in to the right before you move on to the second row. And we will talk about that some more in depth later. So your job is to work interactively with this page and fill up the 5 frame and extra after 5. And to work on the slides that are building the different numbers on the 10 frame that go 1 through 10. And that is your activity for Monday. Once again, you may do it interactively and show a picture. You may turn it into Google Classroom, or you may draw this page on a piece of paper and show me that way. Any of those ways are acceptable for showing your work. Thanks for watching.